An elderly security guard stood faithfully at the company gate. One of the office employees, a young woman, walked up to him just before entering. Without saying much, she handed him a thick bundle of cash, thousands of dollars. The guard was stunned. "Ma'am, why are you giving me so much money?" he asked in disbelief. She smiled softly and said, "Uncle, this is just a small gift. You've been working here for years with such honesty and dedication. This is just to thank you." Before he could say another word, she pressed the money into his hands and walked inside. The old man looked at the money, overwhelmed. He whispered a prayer of gratitude and carefully tucked the cash into his pocket. A few minutes later, another woman from the office approached him and handed him another bundle of cash. The guard was again shocked. "Why are you giving me this?" he asked. She smiled and said, "Uncle, I had a really good day at work, got a big profit. Thought I'd share a bit of my happiness with you." He tried to refuse, but she gently insisted, "Joy increases when you share it. Please take it." She placed the money in his hand and went inside. Soon after, a young man from the office came over, and yes, he too handed over a thick bundle of cash. "Why are you doing this?" the old man asked again. The man replied, "Uncle, I got a big bonus for my performance today. This is just a small share. I want your blessings. That's all." Once again, before the guard could say anything, the man walked inside, leaving the guard completely confused. He stood silently, trying to make sense of it all. Why today? Why all of a sudden? A little later, the company's owner, a graceful woman, arrived. She smiled warmly at him and asked, "How are you, Uncle?" Then, without any drama, she opened her purse and handed him a thick bundle of money. He looked at her with wide eyes and asked, "Ma'am, why are you also giving me money?" She said, "I just closed a deal and bought a property worth 2 crores today. I'm very happy. I thought your family could enjoy some sweets too." The guard was touched but said gently, "Ma'am, you could have just given me a couple hundred. This is way too much." She smiled and said, "This amount is nothing for me. Just accept it." Finally, unable to hold his confusion any longer, the guard walked into the building and went straight to the boss's cabin. He said, "Ma'am, I really don't understand what's happening. Everyone today, they've just been giving me thousands of dollars. What's going on?" The owner looked at him with kindness in her eyes and gently replied, "Uncle, yesterday when you were talking to your family on the phone, my manager overheard the conversation. She heard everything about how your wife is always sick and how your daughter's marriage might fall apart because the groom's family is demanding 3 lakh rupees in dowry." She paused as emotion welled up in her voice. "She told me how heartbroken you were. And after that, all of us, every single employee here, came together and decided to help. You've done so much for us in silence. Now it's our turn. We'll take care of everything. Don't worry about your daughter's wedding. We've got it covered." The old guard stood there, speechless. Tears filled his eyes as he folded his hands with gratitude. He couldn't believe what he was hearing. He whispered, "Thank you. Thank you all so much." And then, with a full heart and light steps, he left for his village, finally free from the burden he'd silently carried for so long.